Hello students, here we have a question. I had earlier created a wrong solution for this question. So here I have solved this again. We have a cart of total mass m, which is at rest on a rough horizontal road. Okay, this is your cart. It is lying on a rough horizontal road. It ejects bullets at the rate of lambda kilogram per second at an angle theta with the horizontal. So the bullets are being ejected, okay, at angle theta with the horizontal. Alright, with a velocity u relative to the cart. This is important. Velocity u is relative to the cart. Coefficient of friction between the cart and the ground is mu. Find the velocity of the cart in terms of time t. Okay, and the cart moves with sliding on the ground on the road. So, first of all, let's understand the thrust force. Thrust force is how much? The cart is ejecting bullets continuously. Okay, that is it. It is continuously pushing out mass. Okay, so that creates a thrust force on the car, and that is equal to dm by dt. That is how much mass is being ejected per second multiplied by relative velocity, v relative. Okay, so dm by dt is given to us lambda, and with how much relative velocity are the bullets being ejected, u. So this is your thrust force. Lambda multiplied by u is the thrust force. Now the bullets are being ejected in this direction, so the thrust force on the cart will act on this direction. Okay, so let's say this is your thrust force. Alright, we found a thrust force. It is acting at angle theta with the horizontal. Now let's say at some time t, at some time t, mass of cart will be how much? It will be equal to initial mass m minus lambda t. Why? In time t, how much mass of the bullets has been ejected? It will be equal to lambda t. So this much mass has been removed. This was the initial mass. So the current mass, final mass will be m minus lambda t. Now let's draw the FBD of the cart. Okay, so this is your cart. We have the thrust force. So we'll write the components of the thrust force. Along horizontal we have F cos theta. Along vertical downwards we have F sin theta. Then we have gravity acting downwards, normal force upwards, and friction will be acting in this direction. Okay, so first of all let's write the normal force. Normal force will be how much? Mg plus F sin theta. Normal force equal to Mg plus F sin theta. Then friction will be how much? Mu times normal force, so that is mu Mg plus mu F sin theta. So now if you want to write the acceleration of the cart, so acceleration will be net force divided by mass. Net force is how much? Along left direction we have F cos theta, towards right we have small f. So we can write down F cos theta minus small f divided by m. Okay, so acceleration equal to F cos theta minus small f is how much? Small f is equal to mu mg minus mu f sin theta divided by m. So acceleration will be equal to F times cos theta minus mu sin theta divided by m minus mu g. Now we have already calculated the thrust force, that is equal to lambda u. So I can replace the thrust force over here with lambda u. And now finally I can write down my acceleration equal to dv by dt. Okay, that means dv will be equal to lambda u cos theta minus mu sin theta dt by m minus mu g dt. Okay, I have taken the dt towards right, so this multiplied by dt, that's what I have, and mu g multiplied by dt, that's what I got over here. Now I could replace this small m with m minus lambda t, m minus lambda t. Okay, and then we integrate. So when you integrate, we will keep the constant terms out of integration. Okay, so initial velocity 0 to final velocity v, time 0 to t, and time here also 0 to t. So these are your limits. Okay, So that's it. On the left side, after integration, we will get u. On the right side, lambda u cos theta minus mu sin theta. This much term is constant over here, and this integration will give me natural logarithm. Okay, I'm directly putting the limits and I'm giving you the final result. Okay, so you will get m minus lambda t divided by m, and we will divide this equation with coefficient of t, which is minus lambda, and here we will get minus mu gt. Okay, this integration will give me mu gt, and this integration is giving me logarithm of m minus lambda t by m, and we divide by minus lambda. So this lambda will get cancelled out, so this will be equal to u cos theta minus mu sin theta. Here we have a factor minus 1. I'll take this minus 1 inside this logarithm. Okay, so if I remove minus 1 from here, so in the logarithm I'll get a power minus. I have removed minus 1 from here, put it over here. So this to the power minus 1 will give me basically inverse m divided by m minus lambda t and minus mu gt. That's it. This is your velocity as a function of time.